Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome. What? Oh, no, this is definitely not what it's supposed to be. Hi. It's been a little while since I've gone live, I'll be perfectly honest there. Um, but I will be... It's not... Things have been kind of crazy. Oh, where did it go? I'm kind of doing a little bit of background setting up still. Um, see, it should have been to... Apologies for the, little bit of delay on, actually getting going and moving. I have... Hi! Welcome to stream! I'm kind of doing a little bit of, background setting up still. I just needed to kind of go live in one place first before I can get everything else set up. 247ME4UJ. I think it was UJ. I will double check that. Yes. This should be... I never do the, chats that kind of cut off. This one. And that should be... Yes! Awesome. That makes things more manageable. I do hope I can get this. And hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I'm just finishing up my last little bit of setting up. I am hoping to be able to get this up running proper. First, we're gonna start off. I'm gonna kind of go over my build, the current setup, and then I'm likely to just head into hunting a bit of Gogmazios, possibly some other farming, because I do have quite the wish list still to make. Double check my items. That's set up for Gog. To go up the current build, I'm using 2 switch axes, although Insect Glaive is my main. Switch axe has become like my secondary. I use it quite a lot, especially as of recently, especially since Title Update 4 came out. I'm gonna condense this down a wee bit. I hope that didn't mess anything up on the displays. Hey. Did that display change the display here? Okay, cool. I just need this to be more visible without actually getting in the way of chat. Hello! Switch that to multi. There we go. Oh, I should be good. So, going over the build as a whole, this has been, these 2 switch axes have been, my best rolls so far. They could be better. They're not exactly the best. This one here, I'm hoping to eventually re-roll and get both of those affinity boosts replaced with sharpness boost instead. So I have the 3 element, 2 sharpness, to kind of mitigate how little white sharpness I have access to here. I do hope I can be heard fine by everyone. If I am, too loud on, one of them, or if the, game audio is louder than me, please tell me. I will make adjustments. I'm still trying to get things balanced out. It's not exactly been easy. But anyway, back to the build. We have been targeting mostly element for these 2 switch axes. They have been my, that's been my main go-to for a little bit now. As for the build itself, we have 3 attack boost. Those mostly are coming from here, 2 of the attack boosts are from the actual talisman, plus 1 slotted attack boost attached. You can ignore the paralysis attack. The element absorption is nice to have. It's just kind of a little bit of a bonus. Not exactly the best talisman, but it's what I have for the time being. I'm aiming for critical boost because I'm trying to get as much of that crit damage as possible. That's why there's also a single level of critical element, so I can get a boosted element damage. Full fire attack on the first, full dragon attack on the other. I'm hoping to kind of like build on that a bit later, but we will see. 4 levels of agitator for it's what I have the room for. Most of that is coming from the armor itself. Gives me a bit of a boost, not only to damage, but a bit of affinity as well. A counter strike is just always nice to have. Maximum might for, well, it's also a damage boost. It's nice to be able to like just kind of display over the boost in affinity. Will make sure I'm hitting those crits more often. The coalescence is effect because I am running the 2-piece gore effect. Both my Swaxes have the Gore Magala's Tyranny set bonus, so I am going to be proccing Coalescence quite frequently. That's also why I have 3 levels of antivirus to assist with that, especially with the boost in affinity for that. The peak performance is just kind of a side effect for what I'm wearing. It's okay. It does give me a little bit of raw damage boost. Not much, but still something. Latent power, going to be proccing pretty decently, considering how often I do end up getting hit and how long hunts generally last. I'm having a pretty decent uptime with that, giving me usually the 20% boost in affinity, and the stamina depletion is just nice to have in general. I do also have a single level of burst. Just, you don't really need more than that, but it is nice to have. Evade window is just evade window. It's easier for me to get like some dodges out. Not by much, but it's still something. Mostly just a side effect from the armor. Single level of Divine Blessing, 15% damage reduction every once in a while. It's still better than nothing, even though I wish I could have this at level 3. The elemental absorption, as I said before, is a bit of a side effect for my talisman, but still, it's going to give me some resistance boosts, as I kind of need. As you can see in the bottom right corner, I have a negative in both dragon and fire, and fighting Gog, having a negative in fire is not exactly the best thing. The Black Eclipse is just, like I said, it's the 2-piece bonus from Gore. Both my weapons have it. The Gog Apocalypse is just also for boosted elemental damage, especially during the time period that Agitator is going to be active. The other ones aren't active, although when I do have my fire weapon active, Lord Soul will be active. I've been trying to get my dragon weapon to have it, but I have not had no luck with that rotation. I will need to re-eat because my insurance is not here. I will have to reset that. So, now that we've gone over that, we've gone over the build, let's get to hunting. I do have several other builds we may switch up to in a bit. We will see how the hunts go. And yes, I am a giant furball. Ooh. I am noting a slight delay in the control. I'm going to have to be a little bit more predictive with my moves. Wish me luck. I'm not used to having this slight bit of controller delay, so I'm probably going to end up getting a bit bullied. But welcome, everyone. If you stop by, you hang out, I hope you enjoy your time here. Let's get to hunting.
I'm counting on you.
Let's see. I do prefer the Azu's meal, especially if I'm hunting Gog. The Kunafa would be better for trying to get the gems, though. I'd rather have the Azu's. But yeah, welcome. I do hope I do hope that things work out. I am going to do one quick thing. Oh, I do apologize if any background noise comes through. It's been a while since I've streamed. I have not, honest to goodness, streamed since last year in June, just before June or July, since before I had to leave for Columbus to do a little bit of work. Now I'm hoping to. I need to do this. Go here. Can I share? Let me do that. Can I please hit button? Okay. Boop. 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 Aw. I forgot I didn't have a self-promote page. Okay, I will... No. Okay, I do not have a proper... Alright, I will have to figure out like a sharing method to see about sharing like the TikTok, the fact that I'm live. But hello, I do apologize for the wait. We're gonna ignore my other devices and actually get to hunting. Let's see. I'm gonna try to be a little bit active when it comes to chat. I may not be the best at first, primarily because I'm not used to doing this anymore. Like, it's been quite a decent while since I have actually streamed. I will let the cutscene play out. Hello, hey Golrocky, thank you for stopping by. Wow. Appeared and then disappeared from me. Oh. Hey, buddy. I have hunted him a lot. Not exactly where I wanted to hit, but I'm still doing decent damage, so we'll go. Welcome back, Oracle. Hello, and welcome everyone. Oh crap. Ooh, I thought you were targeting me there. That would have been real bad if it was, because I was not exactly set up for it. Like that. Alright, it's alright, it's fine. I didn't exactly buff up beforehand, so I am going to need to reset my immunizer at least. Everything else should be pretty decently set up, but we'll howdy hey, howdy hi. How that didn't hit me, I will never know, but then that one did. Okay, I'm actually confused on that one. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be a little bit awkward because I'm not used to the delay that is currently on my control because of the streaming method I'm using. Forgive me if I end up being absolutely crap at the game for a bit until I get adjust to the delay. And one of the downsides with this setup, as good as it is, like strength-wise, it is pretty crap on sharpness.
We're on track.
Hey, welcome, welcome. I do hope you all enjoyed the stay. Did this not trigger, or is it already triggered? Yeah, it's already been triggered. Doesn't have the gas coming up.
Get ready, everyone.
Yeah. Wanted to double check. Oh, crap. No, that's not the buttons I wanted. I realized my mistake as soon as I hit him. Ooh, yeah. There's some good damage. And welcome, welcome everybody. I do hope you enjoy your stay. Alrighty. Oh no. Okay. I know he said he was going to take it, but I've had times where, even though he said that, I've still been attacked by God. Oh, I thought I would take the reduced damage. Alright. It's good to know that I don't actually take reduced damage for being latched on. Annoying, but okay. I'll deal. I hate how spammy he is when you're hunting him. I'll be honest.
Here, have some assistance.
I would like to not have to lock on when I hop onto the sacred to put some distance, but it's fine. Latch. Oh. And now we're trying. What? Okay, that. So not used to this delay that is getting on my nerves. It's fine. Like I know what I need to do. It just doesn't feel like the system is reacting the way I want it to. It's not the buttons I hit, but alright. Should be. I need that. Thank you. Oh no. Well, I'm glad that activated what it did. Yeah, I did that just in case, because it seemed like I was still going to get hit. Looks like immunizer ran out again, but it does that often.
I will take this attack.
Apologies.
Ready, everyone.
No. Hey, welcome, welcome. Oh, ha. Oh, no. Thank you for joining the hunt. I know, I should have moved on, but that's fine. Watch out. My method of doing this fight is I don't leave my fire weapon until he hits 30. If someone else ends up using dragon during that time, then awesome, because during the...
Ready to work a little magic?
Alright. But if anyone ends up wanting to do the dragon weapon for the extra damage, then either my fire weapon or the NPC's fire weapon to trigger his liquid state, then awesome. I do hope that thing is doing what it's supposed to do. Oh, I got pushed. Yes. Welcome, welcome. Hello, and welcome. I hope y'all enjoying the hunt. That is an awkward spot. That's not even where I wanted to latch on to either. Hey, welcome. Ooh. Oh, I do apologize if I end up tripping you up. I didn't think about the fact that I'm not running the shock absorber. Nice, that's down. Start attaching rope.
If you attach that to it, the converting elder breaker should be able to charge up energy.
Awesome, we can flinch him like that. I should. Yes, awesome.
That was a close one.
Oh. Going, dog. We're gonna back off a little bit so I can sharpen. Hopefully he doesn't try to laser me in the time. Oh, I should have gone inward. Well, there's my Dutch trigger from my fire weapon. Welcome, welcome. Cheese biscuits. Why cheese biscuits? I'm firing my laser. That meme's got so old now. See, I usually end up targeting the wing arms more than the head, and mostly because, like, especially during this phase, because when we get to the next phase, it makes it easier to make moves on those spots.
Compact anti-rifle when exposed. Use them if you can.
That weird. Hello, and welcome.
Use your sacred to pursue it.
Well, be up on just about everything.
I'm out of here.
I hate how like slow the sacreds seem to be going in like dogs fight when we're heading upwards like this. It's odd to me, but eh. Yeah, you will have to tell me if I need to do some volume adjustment. A lot lower on that than I thought I was.
Dogmasios' final form.
Gonna back off over here.
You know.
Well, I thank you. I look forward to the results. Oh, alright. Can I move, please? Jeez. I don't know why it wouldn't let me move there.
Hitting it with dragon element attacks should reduce its strength.
I don't need this little come on. Awesome. And drop the boulder. Damn. Well, it's like not so much about like the going up parts that I'm worried about when it comes to the transition to the third phase. It's more the like the like when I do go up to those like transition spots between the actual climb upwards, is this like the sacred is always going at the walking speed rather than the jogging speed that I would prefer, that I usually end up trying to tell it to do. So I don't know why, considering anywhere else I go, I don't need to try to force it into that jog. If it does it, it's just during the dog fight that I need to worry about that. I just had a small realization, and I'm a fool. Yeah. If we end up not having the dragon element for this, that's definitely my fault. I, in my distraction, forgot to actually switch to my dragon weapon.
Time to go on the offensive.
But we should be fine? Question mark? We do still have the platform, so if anything, we can't hop on those for Okay, yep, there it is. We're good. Hate it when those things target me. I never, ever head for anyone in shield, not Fabius, no one. I always just parry it. Yep, because you can counter the nuke with the specs. And longsword too. So it's a bit tighter timing to do it with longsword, but it is doable. I have done it twice. Not exactly preferred, but I can. Okay, and there. Hey, now. Ah, that should not. I wasn't even near one of his legs and that still somehow hit me. That's annoying. Fine, I'm gonna stay laid here for a second.
Don't let that hit you.
Not good players today. Also, one thing that I've always like been very confused about, especially when it comes to like wild steel support hunters, is they never use Emulator. I other than myself, when I'm playing support, I never see a support hunter use Emulator. I don't know why, considering how good it works, but I'm just so confused on why not. Welcome, everybody. God Love Forever. That is an interesting news. Young Llama Boy 17. Welcome, welcome. I do hope you enjoy your time here. Woo! Ow! I'm gonna stay here for a second. Oh, incoming! Yep, there was a big bonk. Come on, latch, yes! Still, say that. They always say that right as I get hit, every time. Like, oh, don't let that hit you. Yeah, I've already been hit by it. Thank you very much. Bye. See, that's the thing. Immunizer would mean they would have to heal a lot less because it gives natural recovery, like they have recovery speed. And if they do have recovery speed already, they can especially stack that. If they're a hunting horn who's running like recovery speed song on top of Immunizer, you basically never have to waste a single Mega Potion for the time that it's active. Oh, I got a mount from the third phase? This is the first time I've actually gotten a mount in the third phase. One more. I wish he would not have his head inside of the wall there. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm crazy on this one. I just feel like having Immunizer active all the time just means less healing you'll have to do, especially if you're a support hunter.
Time to go on the offensive.
Closer. Oh. Get out of that. Okay. Having this active during this. But yeah, you'll never have to worry about me when it comes to the like this phase here. Oh, well. First time I've mistimed that. I know for a fact it works with wide range. I know for an absolute fact that it works with wide range. I know because I've run it when to the support. and you can see the icons on the left side where you see their names and which effects are active on them. Immunizer does show up. Once again, I do apologize if I end up tripping you up. It's not my goal to. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, look at that. Yeah! And down goes Gogmazios. Nice. That was some good hunts. I thank you for joining me. I look forward to see what they do.
Thanks. That helped.
I've hunted him quite a few times at this point. It's just, man, I'm still like, I'm gonna look like I'm playing like crap for a little bit until I adjust to this delay that seems to be appearing from, whether it be because of the actual like program I'm running to allow me to do this, or just the capture card itself. Either way, it's going to be a little funky for me. I do have quite the listing of games as options for when if we don't want to I thank you, Jeffrey. I thank you very much. I'm hoping a couple of my other friends stop by. Yeah, I don't understand why Twitch does that. They say that they count lurkers, but they don't. Oh, well, Bojack, Jeff, whichever you prefer. I'll stick with that. But welcome, Bojack. I do thank you for joining me in the hunt. And I thank you for keeping the heels up. You did awesome. I am still confused. Like, maybe you have some insight. How come people, maybe you know a few other support hunters than I do. Because I've played support a few times. I've never understood. Hey, defensive power pulling is not too bad. How come no one, like, none of the support hunters I know run immunizer? Like, I'm just confused on why not. It's a great, like, thing. It's not exactly the hardest thing to get a hold of. I'm just confused, that's all. Oh, how come support hunters don't use immunizer? Like, specifically this, because it stacks on top of recovery up. Yeah, immunizer stacks on top of recovery up and recovery speed songs. If you're running hunting horn, they all stack together. So if you're running max recovery up and immunizer, well, toadstools do the same thing, but doesn't last as long. But yeah, toadstool may have the same effect as immunizer, but doesn't last as long. And as far as I have seen, like, if something I'm like misinformed on, then yeah, because like last I had checked, although I haven't exactly done the like, deep dive and whatnot, or looked deep into it, but when I was like looking through and doing some. Well, Para and Nitro, I know that those are like the armor, the armor drugs and like the demon drugs, the armor skins, so that you can have like the attack and defense buffs. But I know those ones seem to last just as long, but a Toadstool does not seem to last as long to me. Maybe it's just me not seeing it properly, but that's what it looks like. Hmm. Let's see. I hope that that is working. I may need to pull up on a separate device to see what's going on with the other chat that I'm not directly seeing. Because it says that I'm active. Well, it should be anyway. That's not what I clicked on. Can I please have the right thing? Thank you. Anyway. Oh yeah, you definitely were doing quite a bit of damage, especially considering we still passed that first check, and I hadn't even realized until we had just before he did the big boom, I was on my fire weapon for the first chunk of that on the third phase. I know better too, but I allowed myself to be too distracted. I have recently made a support build that I don't think hits all that hard, but it does decent. Nice. I'm not sure where I'm hitting at my peak at the moment. I do know that my fire weapon is sitting at 696 without the conflagrant numbers. Oh, lower the in-game volume? Yeah. I've been trying to, getting the balances been a little difficult. Alright. Where is my... Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Let's do this here, and then drop this down to... There. Is that better? I hope so. I don't want the game's audio to be too low. Okay, awesome. I do want the game to still be heard. Well, I'm in a specific VC on Discord, not to be heard on Discord, but to activate my triggers for my displays. That's why you see, like, the little icon of the Rexium head bouncing and lighting up when I speak. Awesome. I thank you for the info. I've been trying to get these balanced out for a minute now. I do need to go in... Can I go in here and actually see my chat? Make sure that this is working. Type in here and it'll pop up over there for me. No. Oh. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm just having to balance out 3 chats at the moment, so it's a little bit on the confusing side for a moment. I'm having to use my phone for one chat, and the other 2 are displayed on my screen, and since I don't have a second monitor, everything's kind of tight-knit, and I'm having to look through other things to see things. Let me move this, so at least I can see both chats a bit more properly. There we go. Oh, yeah. Grazie, grazie. I have a quest posted if you want to join that. I'm gonna double check, make sure my buffs are active. These 2 should be fine for now. I'm gonna wait on dash juice. Grab the seed. Here in a bit, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of farming for Mandragora, Godbug Essence, and Dash Extract, but Well, the reason why I have so many chats open because I am currently streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok all at the same time. I found a way to be able to do so without it causing too much of an issue. I am gonna put that on the screen though. And I currently can't display YouTube's chat on my on my screen. So I have Twitch and TikTok's chat on the right side of my screen. I have the game itself in my top left corner, and I have YouTube sitting on my phone directly in front of all of that. I also have my drink on the side for so when people on Twitch end up using their points to activate one of the things there. But yeah, Bojack, whenever you're ready, I do have a hunt posted. Welcome, Savannah. Welcome in. I do hope you enjoy the hunts. Yeah, there we go. I do need to double check make sure I have my meal. Hello, friend. It seems the insurance meal is still active. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be farming Gogmazios for a little while. I'm not at liberty to answer that question properly. I'll put it that way. But I am hoping that if I can get streams up and running at least a little bit, I'm hoping that yeah, I agree. I don't have too much longer that I can stream like this, so I figured while I still have access to my internet, I'm going to give it all I got for the next few days until it runs out. The only way I'm going to be able to keep that and keep this is if I end up getting lucky and I end up getting enough donations to come up with the $280 needed to keep my internet. But that I'm not asking that for that. I'm not going to demand that from anyone. But I'm going to at least do what I love doing, play video games, stream for y'all while I still have the chance. But for now, let's get to gaming. Let's have some fun, eh? Let's go hunt an oil monster, eh? I may change the fit up a little bit here in a bit, depending on what people want, but I really enjoy. Thank you for the gift, Savannah. Thank you. The Senta 2026, that icon still makes me laugh. But thank you. It helps a lot. Like I said, I'm not ever going to ask y'all to do stuff like that, but I am very thankful every time you do. Thank you for the finger heart and the dolphins as well. Thank you. Where you went to miss? Which don't always let me want to go. I don't know if TikTok would allow me to go with that fit. I'm sorry. Well, I like I said, I'm very thankful, Savannah, but I will never ever ask people to do that. And sister, I am not doing the Slooty Sailor outfit. I don't know if TikTok would even allow me to do so because there is so much skin showing on that fit. Now, I could probably go Beach Bro because at least they have shorts on. And it doesn't look like my character's just outright in a Speedo, so that would probably be fine. Oh, man. But, yeah, I'm ready to hunt whenever you are, Bojack. Oh, man. Right, especially with me, like, streaming to YouTube, even though I have all 3 marked for streaming to adults only, it doesn't mean that they're always going to, actually honor that, so I'm just gonna go with the caution. I've already had enough times where I have been false reported on TikTok. It's why I stopped streaming to TikTok entirely. Every time I got false reported, even on a stream where I didn't speak at all, I got reported for hate speech. So I just stopped for a long time. It wasn't until recently that a friend of mine said that has gotten a lot better in the community. So I have been willing to try again. But we'll see how it goes.
Keep attacking.
But I think, y'all, I'm gonna try to keep like my normal foul mouth in check as well, but we shall see how that goes. Whew. I was hoping that would activate that. I was also hoping it would be a bit... Okay, cool. He ended up moving right into it like we wanted. I'm gonna dive this one. I was not prepped for it. I am just trying to get this active. Whoop. Well, there goes my palico for the heals, so I'll take that. Can I... There we go. That's not even the button I hit, game. Well, I did hit that button, but I hit it in tandem with the other thing, so it didn't do what I wanted it to do, which would be the more correct way. I feel that some days. Naps are awesome, especially on the days where it's just either really slow or just way too hectic. Both are great times for naps. Yeah, I know that feeling all too well.
Softened up now.
I booped the GOG. I'm glad that you can dodge out of your counter now as a Swax user. Oh yeah, I know that feeling all too well. Golly, I actually have a lot of housework to catch up on that I have been very unmotivated to do, but what can you do but do it? I have a lot of things to do, including a ton of laundry.
Use them if you can.
Oh my god. Oh no. Woo! I'm so glad you can actually offset that. It doesn't give you the follow-up, but yeah, I have another doctor's appointment in 2 days that I'm not exactly looking forward to, and I think I have to be out and ready to be picked up by my ride about a half hour before my appointment time. Thank you for keeping up on the heels. Oh, I dodged right into that. Oh, I'm so sorry. I do hope you were able to, like, actually get through that. I hope that you won't have to deal with that forever. I know that, like, that is not something that's good to ever have to deal with. And I'm sorry that you are having difficulties with that. Yeah. And I imagine that that's definitely not something you would ever want to deal with as a parent. Like, even without being a parent, I feel it's a bit on the more painful side when you have a kid. I do hope everything works out for you, though. I do. I had to get off of there quick. That latch would end up hurting way too much for it to be worth. Hey, nice. You got the knockdown. Latching on to Gog is a lot of fun, especially like with how much he moves. Latching on with this does so much extra damage. Your Calico is getting partially relief there. Oh, haha. I'm gonna just stay laying here for a moment. Eef. Ah, I really need to turn my over here. I hope you have a very delicious lunch and have fun. But I am thank you for stopping by. It's always good to have people that hang out, you know. It's not even the button I hit, game. Like, why did it not do my counter and instead did the fucking transformation? Okay. Yeah, I rolled into that like a moron. What the fuck? Pardon my language. I should really know better. Okay.
All units, eyes open. Don't get caught up in it.
Yeah, he took me down and then proceeded to immediately transition to phase 2. That's just golden, I guess.
Oh, can you hit it?
That. Took care of that. Good job on dropping the boulders. You'd be surprised at how many people I've seen drop the boulders before he gets up to this ledge. And I find that to be, like, annoying for one specific reason. If he's not up to the ledge and he does get knocked, it's not going to count towards the damage towards his, the gun. He has to be fully up to the ledge before any damage to his back actually counts towards the gun. Nice. Not exactly the best place to be, but I will take what I can get. Welcome back. Well, I do have the ID for the actual session I'm in if you want to, like, join us. Maybe not specifically for Gogmazios, but at least join in on the hunt. You can always join us. Oh, that's gonna put me right in the explosion. I am slightly annoyed at myself for the moment because of the fact that we haven't knocked the gun off of his back yet. That hurt at the end there. But it's fine. We'll get there. Yes, there's the break.
If you attach that to it,
Ooh.
the conversion elder breaker should be able to charge up energy.
I don't mind either way. Like,
Clicked on there.
it's no bother to me. I
Moving right.
will have to respond to one of my dear loves momentarily, though, as apparently she pointed something out that I need to fix with that recent creation I did for her for D&D. Now. Oh, active. Ah. The timing on that rave. Okay. I'll take that knockdown and then we can aim the gun and fire it. Once it is ready. Well, like, you don't exactly have access to edit the document that she's getting that from, because it has to do with that recent spell creation, and the mistake that was pointing out was my fault, as she has noticed that because of my wording, I technically did not specify that she had to use an acid-based spell. That I essentially put it where those creations, the caustic dogs that she recently got, or is going to be trying to build, can actually store any spell, as I did not specify that in the creation, so I believe to do that later. And I can't ask you to do it, because I literally, you literally don't have access to, like, you can see the doc, you just can't edit the doc. No, definitely not on purpose.
Airborne. Use your sacred to pursue it.
What's my immunizer timing at? Okay, still a little above half. We'll re-up on my armor skills. Dash juice can wait. I'm not exactly hurting for it. Yeah, I do apologize. Having this, like, odd controller delay has me playing both a little bit more cautiously, and I'm also mistiming some of my dodges, so it's really throwing me off. But I'll figure it out. I'm gonna go back over here. I just wanted to... Yeah, and I'm definitely thankful for the heals. Come on. And dodge. Ah, he's not close enough. Get there in time. Oh. Hey, Bojack, you mind coming over here? I want to see if I can get him underneath these brakes over here. Oh, maybe. Oh, I missed. Pull him. There we go. Got it. Awesome. Dog, you are scary when I have controller delay. I hope you know that. What? This tail. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Give me, give me. There we go. I touched it. I had to take a chance to hide that. Woo! Yeah, no. Can't move. There we go. Hey, what's up, Val? Welcome, welcome to the stream.
Time to go
I'm
on
glad
the
to see you stopping by. Hey, you're more than welcome to join me if you want, bud. Whoop. Oh, awesome. Hey, World is amazing. I love the game. Definitely worth the playthrough. It is gonna feel a lot stiffer than Wilds, though, by a long shot, but it's so worth it. Did you get it with the DLC or separate? Yeah, I would rather not have a one of those caustic hounds with a whole spill. Eef. Yeah, definitely get with DLC. So, like, you know how, like, with the Swax and Wilds, when you, like, have that, your full sword bar, if you hold your buttons, you can latch on. That is, like, your big point of damage in World. And you do not have, like, obviously don't have the offsets, you don't have the counter. And you don't have, like, the closest that you get is the fact that this move is actually so much more potent. Like, so much more potent. And you can do it much more often. As long as the sword mode is charged, you can, like, use your clutch claw to latch onto the monster and just repeatedly blast it. Like, you can just go back into it over and over and over again. You don't have to be up against the monster to actually latch on. You can do it from a range because of the clutch claw. Oh, I'm so glad my Sacred picked it up then. It was definitely worth it. I've had a few occasions where I've seen several people quite literally solo Fatalis with it. It is definitely, it's a lot more combo heavy than what a lot of people would be used to. In my personal opinion, the best combo on World Swax is the transformation attacks, especially going from my, like, wild swing transformation. It is so good, especially for, like, movement in World. Yeah, it's definitely worth. Cool, we are doing great on the dragon damage. Oh my. Oh, my immunizer is about to run out. I'll take care of that in a second. Yeah, it's definitely more, although it is still decent for damage, in World it was much more about, like, momentum and movement. than it is in Wild. And like, yeah, you could still use it for that movement in Wild. It's just not used for it as much. And that's like, and this is just my opinions on it. There's gonna be so many more who like know the weapon better, because I have and always will be in Insect Glaive main. Swax is one of those weapons I learned much later, especially in the life of like World itself. And yeah, I started off Wild essentially with it, but that's because I already had the know-how from World, and with the change of Wild made to the weapon, it's been absolutely eating when it comes to its effectiveness. It for a little bit there, it was definitely had some issues when it came to Wilds, but Title Update 4 definitely fixed a lot of those. There's still some things that I wish would be fixed, but Okay, I need immunizer. I never really keep on about. Oh, I love the Glaive in Wilds, but that's also because I've been using Claw Grip since my Dark Souls 1 days and like Demon Souls and games like that. Before I ever got into Monster Hunter, I used the Claw Grip a lot. So Claw Grip now is just kind of second nature to me, so I don't have any issues with Wild's Glaive. Whereas in like World, you didn't need to run like the Claw Grip nearly as much. You could, absolutely did not need to. In Wilds, it kind of feels almost like a necessity, but not to the point of like ridiculousness, I guess is the way I put it. Shoot. Look. Yeah, and like that, having like that usefulness, being able to properly use Claw Grip with the Wild Insect Glaive, it's great. It's awesome. It works just how it seems to be intended to work. But Title Update 4 did fix that a bit, whereas you no longer need to actually use the Claw Grip at all for certain things. You actually can do those like certain combos just by hitting triangle and circle together at certain timings. There we go. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Thank you. Oh yeah, honest to goodness, both are really fun. Rise's Hunting Horn is definitely the easiest of the bunch when it comes to like Hunting Horn in general. Worlds was kind of hated on. Some said it was a bit too complicated. Honest to goodness, I felt it was just fine. But I also was one of those people who consistently kept the songs in the top right corner. And I still do even in Wild. I don't want to memorize all that. So I can just quick glance up there and see. I have enough experience with quick glancing to not have an issue. Ooh. That was a really good latch, but the pain for doing so. Thank you, Pelican. Nope.
Time to go on the offensive.
Yeah, that was a good amount of damage. I definitely need to sharpen after this. I don't know if we made the cut there. We did. Cool. Yeah, right. And like every hunting horn has its own like rhythm. And learning, like seeing what the songs are in the top right will help you figure out that rhythm. And the way it was put to me, to figure out the rhythm of the weapons, look at the songs and see which songs that not only can you just like quickly play, but what songs tie into the next song so you don't have to completely start a combo over. What at the end of one song already starts another song. And it helps you figure out the rhythm of that hunting horn. A good example of this is the Queen Chord Maker in Wilds actually has a really good one. The attack up, the self-improvement, yeah, the self-improvement ties into the attack up large, which then immediately ties into the song, the big healing song I can't remember the name of at the moment, and the recovery speed up large. Yeah, Melody of Life. So you can do all 4 of those in one string, if it, like, because of how they set each other up. At least in Wilds. In World, it's a bit different, but generally same concept. You get the idea. That's okay. Alright, but I prefer something better. Bludgeoner's okay, especially with how much I'm losing out on sharpness. I really should probably put Mind's Eye and Bludgeoner on my current setup, considering how little sharpness I have until I can get the sharpness up from the rotation on the Gogmazio's weapon. And this is just kind of crap. This is just crap. Okay. No, not anything good from the talismans, but I'm used to that. I like being able to actually, like, sit back and, like, relax a little bit. Yeah, I thank you for stopping by, Vel, and I hope you have an awesome rest of the day. I am going to restock up, and then I'm going to check to see where my... Actually, I need to see how much money I have first. Yeah, I definitely need a lot more. I may end up switching what I hunt for a minute just so I can get a little bit of funds up. I believe I have a Doshagama hunt that gives a good, decent amount of reward. Nathan Todd 7T, thank you for stopping by. Let's see. Do I need? I should everything I have on should be transcended already. Yeah. Let me. I have 2 fire and 2 dragon swacks, specifically because they're built for different things. This dragon swacks and this fire swacks are built for another set that is essentially borderline immortal. And the burst boost from the ebony here is actually really nice on that set. This one is the one that I was just using. It has the Gore Tyranny with Lord Soul. I'm trying to get that on not on this one, on this one. But I've gotten the Gore, but not Lord Soul. I got Lord's Fury, which great for Resuscitate, but I don't exactly need Resuscitate. So let's see if we can do some rotations and see if I get lucky this time. Doubtful, but we'll see. Nope. Yeah, I've not had any luck with getting Gore and Lord Soul on this. It exists, but dang, does it not like showing up. Arkveld's Hunger with Lord Soul is actually not too bad, but I'm not using the Gogma head, I'm using Gore head, so it's not gonna work.
Should I begin?
Meh.
Should I begin?
Well, there's the gore again, but that's the upturn alert. I don't need the alert. I need. Of course. Okay.
Can I proceed? Should I begin?
Omega resonance. No.
A sage.
Yeah, I've already eaten through my funding. And I don't have enough. Okay.
My hammer is yours.
From here, I think I need to check my investigations to see what I got. Oh, not invent. Investigations. High difficulty. This one has a payout of 86 though. This one's a close of 74, but still doesn't come up to that 86. Yeah, no, looks like that my best paying out quest is the doshas.
I'm counting on you.
I'm gonna change my meal. I'm gonna use Illumine him because of fortune. Okay, I did forget something. This, take that. Put that away so I can then grab this. Huh? Did something happen and you got disconnected from the link party? That was odd. But welcome everybody. I cannot read your name for the life of me. I do apologize. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Oh. I will need to edit that doc after stream. I am kind of sending a quick text. I don't know why, but I seem to have disconnected from my own chat. Okay, there it reconnected. Jeez. Karishka. Welcome, welcome. Can I... Yep, there we go. I wish I could type. Okay, now that I can actually see the YouTube chat, which... Hello, welcome. See, I don't know why. Okay. Anywho's it. But thank y'all for the likes. I've just now seen that I got 127. Thank y'all. I am going to go on this quest. But yeah, Bojack, I sent you another request invite. I actually should just change my settings real quick.
Yeah.
Huh. Weird. It shouldn't be stopping you from joining. Yeah, it says anyone is welcome. Set to auto accept. That's odd. I got the notification saying that it... I don't know.
I'm counting on you.
Ooh, I will get the Divas buff before I go, though.
Elle est des arcs février.
And, well, watching the Diva. The tea time emote looks absolutely hilarious when you're wearing the cat head, because you just shove the whole freaking cup right through the snoz. It's hilarious. But welcome everybody. I do hope you quite enjoy the hunt. Alright, I guess I will sit proper for the Diva so we get the full animation. And welcome everybody. And yeah, yeah. Well, the diva has a very amazing voice, and if you're like actually like fully relaxed and just like laid back, I could definitely see her putting people to sleep easily. Let's let me actually do this real quick. I may not be the biggest fan of fighting Doshagama, but I do want the funding because I am broke. And then after that, I will turn to hunting Gogmazios.
All right, time to get serious.
Let's do this. I usually end up taking out the alpha first, so I end up pelting the other 3